the Sattvic concept of daily life. Namaste, welcome to Sattvic concept of daily life. Myself Chetana Badekar here, going to discuss about Raja Yoga. What is Raja Yoga? Raja Yoga is the yoga, what you generally call it as yoga is called as Raja Yoga. The same Ashtanga Yoga what people are practicing. Here person is evolving with a set of disciplines or the practices. So in Raja Yoga, there are 8 different stages a yogi can evolve. It is practiced from ancient days. Sage Patanjali is the first Maharshi who wrote and described about it. After that, there are many sages who wrote explanation on Raja Yoga. In Raja Yoga, the yogi will be undergoing a set of practices which refine him into a superior human being. What are those stages, how a Raja Yogi is evolving? So there are 8 different stages which Patanjali Maharshi explains. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. In details of this is discussed in one of the videos of SH Vision. But briefly I will explain here. Yama means a set of 5 social code. To refine your social behavior, social interactions, it should be in a refined way. That is described in Yamas. Niyamas are self-code, a set of disciplines to refine your self-behavior, individual behavior, how you maintain yourself. That is called Niyamas. Yama, Niyama, the third aspect is Asana. You are gaining a mastery over your body, every muscle fiber, the complete mastery over your body by practicing a set of asanas or postures. There are different types of posture. You might have been seen standing posture, sitting postures, lying down postures, generally they describe nowadays. In ancient classification, it is cultural postures, meditative postures and relaxative postures are there. We are experiencing a deeper sense of our body by practicing one asana. One asana will make you capable, it is make you powerful. Every asana makes you powerful. It will help you to transcend beyond your physicality. That is the potentiality of an asana. A person who is completely having mastery over his body, he will be very powerful, very potential. In any position, his internal state is not disturbed. Whether he is in an inverted posture, twisted posture, his internal self is undisturbed. That is the power of an asana. Then we practice a set of pranayama which we described in one of our videos, a different set of pranayama by giving exercise to your breathing way or by giving exercise to your breathing pattern. We are changing your breathing patterns and exercising our breath and exercising our prana and gaining control over our mind and prana. That is pranayama. That is the 4th stage of Raja Yogi. 5th stage is called Pratyahara. It sounds different, not that familiar. Pratyahara can be described as withdrawal of success from the external objective. Means now all our deeds are focused on outside. What I am going to do next? What they are going to tell? So your focus is outside with the external entities. In this stage, yogi will not keep his objective with the external thing. He will focus inside. He will bring all his attention inside, within, a self-internal awareness. That is called Pratyahara. Pratyahara will start happening not after pranayama, while doing practicing asana itself. You will start coming inside and you will stay inside comfortably. That is the last stage of Pratyahara. Then comes Dharana. When your focus is inside, how you stay stable? Your monkey mind will not be stable. There will be n number of thoughts running inside the mind. Maybe your external actions or external vision is focused inside, but inside you are wobbling, you are trembling. So to make it constant, we adapt something called dharana. Dharana means wearing something. What do you wear? You focus on something. You are focusing one single objective. Instead of many thought, you are keeping one thought. Maybe a picture of your favorite god, maybe a lamp, or something you will focus inside. So instead of n number of thoughts, you will be settling with the one thought. That is dharana. Dharana will develop a lot of concentration. This is the stage of concentration. You will be able to focus consistently undisturbed way in dharana. Then what happens? We'll move to dhyana. In dhyana, that single thought also will start dissolving. Without the help of any thought, you are calm. Initially, you settle down by focusing on something, a one thought you were depending on to avoid many thought. In the stage of dhyana, yogi will experience a undisturbed calmness. For example, in the beginning stage, a practitioner will feel when he sit for meditation or dhyana, dhyana is nothing but meditation. There are many thoughts will come. In between, some blank period will be there. Let us code the thought as a red color and blankness as a blue color. When you portray that or when you put it as a band, you can see a broad red bands and little blue color. In between, you are calm. As the practice increases daily, the intensity of the practice increases, the width of blue color band will increase, means your calmness will increase. Only thoughts will come in between once in a while. Later, there will be a stage when there is no thoughts at all. Initially, practitioner, whenever he is practicing with the instructor or the guru, he will be calm, he will start thinking something, he will realize at a point, I am thinking something else, I need to come back. That is the initial stage. Later, you will understand the moment you start thinking, oh, I started thinking. Then what happens? It's like a room, somebody is entering without your permission. Later, you have a mastery not to come. You are getting a mastery not to allow any thought to enter your mind. For a yogi, what kind of thought can enter his mind he is aware of. That is the dhyana. A complete, peaceful, clean, calm, pure mind is called as dhyana. Once dhyana is consistent, person will move to samadhi. The enlightenment, the final, what you call it as ultimate merger. Then your consciousness is so well developed, so expanded, it will become one among the universal consciousness. You are no more yourself, you are limited to that body or that ego, whatever you are possessing, you are already become one with that universal energy. That is called enlightenment or samadhi. So, Rajayogi evolved through yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. This is how a Rajayogi will evolve. There are different stages. Very interestingly, Patanjali have written that. Crisply we mentioned about the 5 yamas and 5 niyamas. There are 5 yamas, social code. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. These 5 codes for your social behavior. What happens if you don't hurt somebody? Definitely the heaviness won't be there, you will become lighter. But Patanjali does not say that. He says that Ahimsa Pratishtaya Vairanasha. What is the meaning of the chant? If you are, Pratishta means establishing permanently. If you are establishing Ahimsa as a part of your character firmly, you won't be having any enemies. There may not be any animosity. And it will be so powerful in your aura, in your presence. No two animals also can behave exhibit the animosity. No two animals can exhibit the animosity. That powerful, peaceful aura you will be having. You might be heard of the sages used to walk through the forest. Why the animals have not eaten them? Because they had ahimsa in their mind. They never had an intention to hurt somebody. That is the power of ahimsa. Similarly, he says the satya. 1 or 2 things only I explain here. So, satya means truth. Why we should say truth? But Patanjali says there, satya pratishtaya kriya phalashrayat means if you are establishing truth as a part of your character permanently, pratishtaya, what happens? Whatever you wish, that will happen. Today, whatever you are wishing is not happening because why? We are not truthful. The day you become truthful, the true person, whatever you wish, that will happen, that powerful you will be. This is the potentiality of one behavior. That is how we have to go with the yamas, niyamas very deeply and evolving ourselves into better human being. So, Raja Yoga practice as yoga. If you can contribute 15 minutes in a day, please do some pranayama and meditation and do that 15 minutes practice. Dedicate 1 or 2 hours once in a week at least. to evolve yourself into a better human being, healthy human being, potential human being. That is the power of Raja Yoga. We'll come back with the Jnana Yoga concept in our next episode. Till then, I am concluding here. Thank you.